I'm just glad that cows don't fly.
No, Sergeant!
Birdie, birdie in the sky, drop some whitewash in my eye. Ain't no sissy, I won't cry.
Birdie, birdie in the sky.
Aye, Sergeant!
Ain't no sissy, I won't cry.
The dark, slimy creatures of the oceans, God called sailors, and he dressed them accordingly. The flighty creatures of the air he called airmen, and these he clothed in uniforms which were ruffled and foul. So he thought about his labors, and in his infinite wisdom, God created a divine creature, and this he called a marine. And he gave them evening and dress uniforms so they might score with the ladies on Saturday night and impress the hell out of everybody. The lower creatures of the land God called soldiers, and he gave them trousers too short, covers too long, and pockets to warm their hands. God was not happy!
Guys, let's head out. We don't want to piss off God, do we?
Whew, he scares me, Frank. I think maybe he is God.
Oregon, you?
Oh, yeah, Frank.
Now, Baker Squad, you are to sit tight and wait for your babysitter to show up. I am not him.
Let's make him proud, boys. Stick together.
You got it, Frank. Come on, Jimmy. Tommy?
Now get over that wall. Not bad, ladies. Now run through those tunnels. Good work, ladies. I bet they didn't teach you this stuff during your sewing classes, did they? We don't have all day, sweethearts. Get up and over those ladders. You will not apologize. You will continue to destroy the enemy any way you can. Get across the pit using the balance boards. Double time.
Man, what a hard ass.
Sergeant! I'm sorry,
Now gather up some ammo, pick a spot on the range, and we'll get to work.
You said it.
Come on, boys. We can do this better than that group. Let's show them what we got.
Aim at the target in front of you. If you hit one, and I mean the bullseye, wait for it to be replaced with a new one. You couldn't hit water if you fell off a boat. Did your sister teach you how to hold that rifle? You look like you're afraid of that rifle, son. Fire it like a man.
Who died and made him boss?
You four head back to the ammo table, and Corporal Bates there will issue you each an M1928A1 Thompson submachine gun. Looks like you've developed an affinity for automatic weapons, Private Conlon. Do not let those rifles hit the dirt, maggots. Private Conlon, did I stutter? You just earned yourself latrine duty. Your new name is Private Tommy Gun. Do not let me down.
Tommy, Frank, check out Willie.
Let's go, men.
Hold up, Private. I'm gonna need to take those weapons from you. Take 1 box each, boys, 1 box each.
First things first. Private Conlon, grab that demolition charge from the table.
Just get me over to Germany and me and this rifle will win that war all by our lonesomes. That's right, ladies, I'm a crack shot.
Now get your butt back up here, Private. Pull the pin and let 'em fly. See if you can hit some of those barrels out there. Very well, pond scum. Some of you could do better, but it'll do. Okay, let her rip, ladies.
If the boys in Jersey could see me now!
You don't need those anymore, Private.
The first recruit who gets his mortar set up and hits that truck will win my never-ending incredulous surprise.
Come on, Tommy, I'll spot for you. This ain't my cup of tea.
All right, pond scum, let's head to the mortars. I said hit the deck! Next, if you can, call for a corpsman. If you're lucky, one will be around somewhere nearby. Private Sullivan, I understand you have a medical background. Your little girlfriend is bleeding out, Conlon. Get him to your corpsman. Well, lucky us. Make your way over there a bit and play doc for us. Conlon, you take Private Gaines over to doc to get him patched up, and then hightail it back over here ASAP. That's it. We don't need your help killing Marines. You're gone, jackass. Apply pressure to that wound, Private, or we will lose you. Well done, Private Conlon, but you've just been shot as well. Hit the deck. Now, call on that corpsman so we can get you patched up and back into action.
Yes, Sergeant! Hey, thanks for the ride, Tommy. Careful where you squeeze me there, Tommy.
Do you understand me? In the beginning was God. All else was darkness. Rise and shine, ladies! Beauty sleeps over! Front and center! He divided the earth between land and sea. And these he filled with many assorted creatures. So God created the heavens and the earth. And on the 7th day, as you know, God rested. And on the 8th day, at 0500 hours, God looked down upon the earth and was not happy. And these Marines, whom God created in his own image, were to be of the air, the land, and the sea. And these he gave practical, fighting uniforms, so that they could wage war against the forces of Satan and evil. Because in the course of his labors, he had forgotten one thing. And at the end of the 8th day, God looked down upon the earth and saw that it was good. He did not have a Marine uniform, but was God happy? No! But he thought about it and satisfied himself in knowing that, well, not everybody can be a Marine. This puts me one step above God, because I am a Marine. You remember that, and we'll get along just fine. Now you maggots have exactly 3 minutes until I expect you standing at attention outside. Fall out!
Oh, hey, Tommy, right? Tommy Conlon?
Willie, you coming? Well, Jimmy, just keep your head down and do what he says, and we won't have to find out.
My name's Willie Gaines. This here's Frank Minoso and Jimmy Sullivan. Where are you from, Tommy?
Today is the day we separate the men from the girls. You little pukes will learn the basic necessities for survival, and then maybe, I said maybe, you will become a part of the United States Marine Corps. Are you ready? When out in the field, you are going to come across many barriers that you will need to navigate over, under, and through. I want to see nothing but asses and elbows, ladies. This course will teach you the Marines' way of doing just that. Able Squad, I want to see you ladies hightail it over to my obstacle course on the double. Move out! You are government property. So you better do it my way, and you better like it. If you think you have a better way, you can leave now and go show your mother. This here in front of you is the Marines' mud pit. Think of it as your own little swamp. Move out, piggies! Hard to get through with those big, beautiful boots of yours, isn't it? Now get on your bellies and crawl like the worms you are. If you get caught in that wire, I will leave you here. Now move it! Keep this in mind out in the field. Now you are going to learn how to use that rifle that you love so much. Hit those dummies with the butt of your rifle. Put some muscle into it, turds. This isn't your grandmother's China. Give it all you've got! What are you turd balls looking at? If the rest of you had half the strength of Private Minoso, I might actually have something to work with. Well, I can't believe you all made it through in one piece. Get your butts onto that transport and we'll finish on the firing range. Move it! Now let's see how you girls handle the business end of your weapon.
Knock it off, you two. That was the hard part. Let's move!
Welcome to my firing range. You will listen to every word I say. I have not lost a single scumbag on my firing line, and I will not lose one today. Do you ladies understand me? Ready on the right. If you move, you will not be very accurate. So keep those boots planted. If you kneel down, you will be more accurate. And getting down in the dirt is even better. So try all 3 positions. Stand by, targets. Ready on the left. Fire! Conlon, Gaines. We have 2 scoped rifles available for use today. See how many hits you can get on the long-range targets. Talk is cheap, Private, but that's some pretty fair shooting. Let's see what you boots can do with the autos. Take your time to aim and fire the weapon in short bursts only. These weapons are fully automatic, but that does not mean that you should just spray and pray. Not bad, men, not bad. Fetch your rifles back up and let's move on to the heavier stuff. You 4 with the rifles! The MP here will continue to supervise your apparent lack of shooting prowess. You'll see behind me that we have some beat-up jalopies. Private Conlon here is gonna get things started. Private, today we're gonna blast the living hell out of them. That thing is live, so watch yourself. Get your sorry tail down there and plant that charge on one of those cars. Let's move over to the grenade station. Good work, Private Conlon. You may just yet make PFC. All right, pick up a couple grenades. Don't worry, ladies, these are training grenades. You think I would trust you with a real grenade? No! Now here we have my personal favorite, the M1919A4 30-caliber machine gun. I want 2 men. One is to act as a spotter and reloader, the other will fire the weapon. You may notice we have a fine piece of kraut craftsmanship on the mortar range. Well, you maggots are the first to get a crack at busting that jerry cab into scrap. Now, except maybe for Minoso here, I most seriously doubt any of you will ever be in charge of anything but your own sorry-ass existence. However, there will be times when lives depend on one of you maggots making the right call in the field. I expect each of you to rise to such an occasion. Sullivan, there is a Marine bleeding to death in the open. You cannot reach him without support. Let me hear your call for suppressing fire. Minoso, you're one aggressive son of a bitch. I bet you'll be charging headlong into hell for the Corps. That'll do. Whenever you hear a Marine call that out, you best stand and open fire on anything that moves. Let me hear you tell these pansies to move up with you. Outstanding. Gaines, you, on the other hand, strike me as someone who'll turn tail and piss himself at the sight of an advancing enemy. Am I right? You are heavily outnumbered, Private, so you better tell your squad mates to fall back. Well, ain't that a shame? If the combat situation dictates, you may need to do just that. Private Conlon, you are being fired upon. Your squad is out of position. You need to get your fire team back into formation. So let's hear you rally these boys. Forget it, Sally. Your parents just got a letter and a flag. You're dead.
Fall back!
Now, there's two things to do if and when you're hit by an enemy in combat. But oh my God, Gaines! You've just been shot! Hit the deck! All right, men. That's enough for today. Good work out there. Number 1, apply pressure to the wound. Good. I do believe that with a little more work, you may have a fighting chance.
No, drill sergeant!
All right, men. Good work today. Private Conlon, fall in. Let's get scrubbed up for mess. Move out! You got wax in your ears, Conlon! Move it! Conlon! Train your rifle downrange immediately! Private Conlon, through the course, now! Conlon, I suggest you do not try my patience! Get moving! Private Conlon, you are this close to getting my boot in your ass! You screw up once more and you're gone, Conlon! Do you get me? Conlon, if you don't move it, my boot and your ass are going to meet! All right, let's move! Good! Let's go! Move on! Conlon! Conlon! Front and center! That's it, you jackass! You just ran your way out of my car! Keep moving! Move! 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 You worthless puke! I'm ready to 4F you right out of my car!
Nice shooting, Davy Crockett. Like hitting fish in a barrel, huh?
I don't care if you're sucking face with Rita Hayworth herself! You hear a Marine call out, you best respond! Congratulations, Private! Looks like we have ourselves a ball player, ladies. If you can't get this right, I have no use for you. Out of my sight, maggot! You'll be lucky if I don't keep you here all day, Private Conlon. We haven't got all day, Conlon. Well done, Private Conlon. Your heavy weapons proficiency has been duly noted. You're a goner, Private. Let's try this again. If you can't get this right, we have no use for you. Out of my sight, maggot! All right, that's it. Hold up a minute. Cutie Pie here has decided to waste my time. Everyone, back to the start. Conlon, your new name is Bullseye. As you were. Holy crap! Looks like we have a killer. Private Conlon, we are dealing with live weaponry here. You will follow my instructions precisely.